Good morning, y'all. It is the morning of graduation. Time flies. Time honestly flies. I just kind of want to come on here and talk to myself, really, for real, while I do my makeup. I'm graduating. Major in broadcast media, minor in real estate. So I'm gonna kind of walk y'all through this past semester and just kind of my time here at college. As some of y'all may or may not know, I go to the University of North Texas. Go call whatever Eagles, Hawks, Owls. Don't get on me, guys. I started here in 2019. I'll be honest with y'all. I'm graduating early, but my program is a 4-year program. But obviously, I feel like give or take, college could really be as fast or as slow as you want it to be. But for me, it was, we're on some skedaddle time. And honestly, graduating early, I feel like it sounds great and all. It's really scary, to be entering the real world and your peers are still in school. I don't know, I feel like you really develop friends and whatnot that you're used to being there for you and supporting, and obviously they still can be, but y'all have some things in common, or a struggle in common, shall I say. If I was to go back to my 17-year-old, 18-year-old self when I was choosing a major, I would go back and change it to integrated studies. Don't get me wrong, I really did enjoy my field when I first entered college, but I feel like I only enjoyed it from a distance. Because when I entered school, y'all, it was 2019, right? Cool. I already had some prereqs coming in. So within my first semester, I did so good. I don't know, freshman year me, I applaud her so much. That girl was unstoppable. I don't know if I was just hella optimistic. I still had a little bit of naivety left in me. College hadn't taken away enough of my innocence at that point or whatnot. Don't read into that too deeply. Since I was a semester in and I did so good my first semester, I was like, oh yeah, I'm totally on the right track. This is it. And I'm so excited, which I was. But COVID happened. I'll tell you the truth of the matter, I feel like I would still be in love with my major if COVID had not happened. The first semester went fine. Second semester, we only did 2 weeks, 3 weeks before they were like, hey, y'all gotta go home. We having a panoramic, something called COVID-19 coming up. I thought we couldn't have been out of school for more than 2 weeks. That thing turned into a whole summer. That second fall semester, y'all, damn. I feel like I wanted to say that was probably my worst semester of college, but honestly, I feel like my last 3 semesters have been kind of rough, honestly. So what happened was a lot of people did their fall semester of 2020 at home because we weren't in person for school. But I still moved into my student apartment because I just felt like if I really am gonna excel, I need to be away from distractions. And I'll be honest, when I'm at home, I get distracted with my home life. When it comes to my siblings, I love to be, well, I don't love to be, but I always just find myself being a part-time mom because I just concern myself and I care about every little thing they do. And I feel like sometimes it kind of distracts me from what I am doing, I was kind of all right, well, you need to be at school and not at home. Fall semester went on. It was horrible, honestly. It was horrible in the sense that we had these Zoom classes, y'all, but I would literally lay in bed and just laptop on and back to sleep. I literally just came straight for attendance. And it went on and on and on like that. And I just became so uninterested in what we had going on, honestly. And that's not the fault of the professors. I feel like they also did with the best they could with the current circumstances. But I feel like that's not even the part that got me because, okay, yes, I would log into my classes and be there for attendance, y'all. But as far as learning materials, I wasn't learning anything. I wasn't learning anything compared to what I learned my first semester of college. Just know that semester went so horrible. Your girl was depressed. That depression really sat in once I started to have issues with my sickle cell. I missed maybe 2 or 3 assignments in 1 or 2 classes, okay? It wasn't big. It wasn't a big deal. But the problem is I have an issue with like asking people for help. So when it happened, I didn't tell none of my professors. Like I wasn't like, hey, can I redo this assignment because I was in the hospital? And then I tried to like get back on track with my work or whatnot. But it really just turned into this thing where I was already behind. I really self-sabotaged. That's what I'm saying. I self-sabotaged so bad because I could not ask for help. This was the first time too that my friends even had to help me with like dealing with my sickle cell. Because before I'm used to like dealing with it by myself or with my family. Like I hadn't had to deal with it in college. So I would spend like 4 days at a time in my room. Like, and mind you, I am not a homebody at all. So if I'm spending time at home in my room, not going outside, not trying to talk to nobody, like, you know it's serious. So when all that happened, y'all, I ultimately failed the semester. Like, I didn't try to do anything about it till last minute. And I just accepted it. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I had been fighting myself for just being so unmotivated. I felt beat up, beat down, beat side, beat left. Before that semester, I had a 3.8 GPA. Y'all, that semester, I think I got like a 2.7. Like, it was bad. So I was like, okay, I'm on scholarship. I'm gonna have to get my stuff together next semester so that I don't tank my whole GPA and lose my scholarship. So the next semester starts. This is my spring semester of my sophomore year, technically. I get into a car accident early January. And I don't really feel like the car accident was really like the devastating part. I think it was the like people involved because they were close to me. And one thing I will say, y'all, too, that semester I had downloaded Tinder for the first time. And I wouldn't say it was the worst mistake ever because I definitely became less naive, let's say that. And my eyes quickly opened and became like, oh, my vision don't clear. Like, I understand what this team is about now. That wasn't great. I don't have Tinder anymore. I wouldn't recommend. Honestly, 2 out of 10 would recommend. Like, I'm not even gonna give it a 0 for real. Because just like the things I got to experience wasn't all bad, but nah. So when I found out that I couldn't take classes in my major because I failed that one class. More and more sadness. But I think I got to a point when I was turning 20. And I was like, you know what, God? I've really had a rough 2 semesters. Oh, lost my scholarship too. Or I knew I was on the verge of losing my scholarship when I was making this prayer. I was just like, carry me. Carry me, Lord. Give me unreasonable speed because I can't do this anymore and I'm tired. And literally that was like the only prayer I prayed right before I turned 20. Mind y'all, I've met people that were depressed before. I never understood before. I was like, what you got to be so sad about? Like, life is good. That season really made me start to understand people who deal with depression constantly. Like, okay, so when I was about to lose my scholarship, that finally made me put my hands up like, oh, like, I need help. Somebody help me, I'm drowning. So I finally reached out to what we have out here, and I think a lot of schools have it actually, is an ODA. And they help students with disabilities get accommodations for their classes. So I reached out to the dean, I reached out to the ODA, I'm like, hey, this is what has happened to me the past 2 semesters. Like, I'm about to lose my scholarship, and you can check my freshman year transcript. I'm not a lazy student. I'm not somebody that's costing y'all money. Y'all need me here because y'all need me here. Y'all need me here because I have good grades, like, and I'm a good rep. I'll let you meet your black quota. Anyway, it took like a month and a half for me to actually get accommodation. They gave me temporary accommodations, but none of which suited my current needs. So it was just kind of like, I just can't get no help. Like, first of all, I have a hard time asking for help. And then when I do ask for help, I can't get the help that I need. I was frustrated. So they make me run through hoops. Like, I had to go to this doctor. Mind you, I didn't have health insurance at the time. because I turned 18 and somebody didn't have to pay for my health insurance anymore. And I'm in school and I couldn't afford to get myself health insurance. And I need more than just the basic because I have a disability. I think that semester I went to the hospital at least 3 times. And mind you, before then, my sickle cell was like well managed. Why do I suddenly feel like I don't want to talk about that no more? So long story short, I get the help that I need and I get accommodations. I lose my scholarship. I failed a class again. GPA tanks. And I once I get the help that I need, I'm like, okay, Catch, now it's time to buckle down and hustle. Like, we got to get this GPA back up. I don't know why I got to get this GPA back up, but I know I got to get it back up. So I take these classes. I take personal finance. I take personal law because I'm like, okay, if I'm going to waste time having to take classes because I can't be in my major right now, then let me take something that's going to benefit me. And that's what I did. So when I took those classes, I loved it. I loved it so much that I picked up a minor in real estate because I was like, I want to practice property law. I had also met this amazing attorney who told me her journey from how she was like a journalism undergrad. She went to law school. She worked at this firm and then like now she has her own firm and she just kind of goes to work whenever. And I was just so like inspired that I was like, I think I want to do that. I took full-time classes during that summer and I went hard in the paint. Bro, I had to be taking 21 or 18 hours. I can't remember. But I was going hard in the paint and I did well. Like one thing about me is I hate falling down, period. But when I do, just know that get up finna be crazy. You're gonna be like, bro, how did you? It's God, bro. It's God. So I was full-time last semester or whatever, like more than full-time, like double full-time. Yeah, I was double full-time last semester and I was doing so well. I had all A's until this last portion, y'all. There's something about me that like when it comes to like finishing the race, I get so angsty and I be wanting to turn around because I feel like I be on for the journey, but when I see the journey is about to end, it's almost like I like start to freak out and I literally start to self-sabotage. So this one professor who I was like, okay, I have an 88 in his class. There's this other class that I have like an 87 in. I'm not even getting president's list anymore. I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother myself to try to do the assignment that I was missing that could have made me an A in that class. So I had that mentality up until like the last 2 days before grades was about to go in. And then something in me was like, you know what? Email this professor. See what he will say if you ask him about, is there any chance, you can still do this assignment and make an A? So I emailed the professor. Mind you, I still had the B in the other class. So I was just like, either way, I'm not getting president's list. Definitely getting dean's list, not getting president's list. I emailed him and he's like, you know what? I appreciate your effort and your honesty. And that's one thing about me. When it comes to these professors, I do not be lying. Like, I don't use my disability as a gimmick. And he's like, I'm submitting grades this time. If you do this, you'll definitely be over the A mark. So I was like, okay. But unfortunately, I was burnt out. I was burnt out from finals and what else was I doing? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I was tired. I was anxious. I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm not even getting an A in the other class. It'd be different if I had an A in this class and this was my only changing factor. I have 2 questionable factors. Tell me why, y'all. Tell me why. That class that I had a B in, I don't know what the professor put in the grade book, but it turned to an A. So the one that I was offered to do so that I could get an A in the class, I didn't do, and I still ended up having a B. And I literally missed president's list by 0.2. Like, I just felt like the biggest self-sabotager ever. Like, and to this day, I'm not not even gonna go over this semester because this semester I took it real easy. All I was trying to do was pass, okay? I was tired. I've been tired. And I feel like that's what happens, and that's what comes with like running this type of race so quickly is you have more of a chance of getting burnt out than somebody who's gonna be here and like doing this for the full 4 years. That was my journey. I'm gonna be crossing the stage in like 2 hours, and yeah, I'm excited. I feel like up until this point, I've been struggling with the anxiety of like messing things up. Like I've literally had this bad impending doom feeling for like the past month. I don't know, I feel like when it comes to celebrations, I get real anxious because I'm like, what are we celebrating? Do these people who are clapping for me, do they even know what I've been through? Like, you gonna clap for me and say, you got it done in 3 years. You did this, you did that, you did. I don't know. Something about me is like, when it comes to accolades don't faze me. Like, I'll be honest, accolades don't faze me. And I feel like that's how I was treating the fact that I'm graduating the past couple weeks, that I'm just like, it's not a big deal. But it is. And I feel like it may not dawn on me today, it might not dawn on me tomorrow, but I'm going to be proud of myself that I went through this journey and I saw it through. There's so many things I would change and that I would go back and I could do over. But at the end of the day, like, the fact that I had the audacity to come here and to get an education and to and to put, I ain't gonna say my best foot forward, but be willing to put a foot forward and do something, I feel like that's outstanding. And I need to become more comfortable with actually reminiscing and marinating in the things I do well in life. I think I'm always so concerned with what the next thing is, that the moments that I do have that are being celebrated, they pass by me because I'm like, this ain't it. This ain't good enough. Okay, where are we going next? Like, what I gotta do next? What I gotta do next? But I'm really gonna try to be in the moment today. And honestly, shout out to my sisters. Shout out to my friends. Like, people really been checking in with me. Like, oh, how you feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling? And I'm glad that y'all are excited for me. Y'all really do carry people like me through this season. People who tend to be like, I'm not gonna say pessimistic, but like, I don't know, downplay success, I guess. And yeah, just getting this degree means that all my life's problems are solved. Not at all. But we're here for the moment. And we're gonna live in it and we're gonna enjoy it. And yeah, I think I'm gonna make a separate video of like the whole like actual graduation process. But like, this is just like a, we're here and I'm connecting moment. So honestly, glory to God. Shout out to my church, Voice of Jesus, Redeemed Christian Church. I know, right? Crazy. All the people that God blessed me with from there, they also got me through this too. So this is for me, but this is for us. And yeah, I feel like that's all I have to say for this video. I'm gonna take these out and show y'all my hair, and then stay tuned for the grad video, senior video, grad package video. Y'all, these what you call it were to my thigh. Ooh, I feel like I curled it too tight though now. Like, I still want it to be pretty long. Anyways, that's it for this video. I love y'all. Do y'all love my makeup? It's obviously, y'all saw I didn't do anything. I literally did foundation, a little bit of da-da-da-da, and da-da-da-da-da. And yeah, your girl's graduating, and this is my moment. Love y'all. Bye.